I mean, what do they pay
Yeah,
for?
what does
Medicaid pays for the room and board, semi-private room. They pay for all your medications.
Okay.
They pay your Medigap or your Medicare supplemental premiums. One of the biggest questions I think we've had in the past is the relationship between Medicare and Medicaid.
That's
Yes.
a big question. So explain that just a little bit more, would you?
Well, typically speaking, we work and save our whole lives. We have health insurance, and then when we turn 65, Medicare becomes our primary payer. But when we go into Medicaid for long-term care, Medicaid becomes the primary payer. Medicare is the backup, and then the old health insurance policy backs that up. So Medicaid actually continues that relationship with Medicare by paying those premiums. And they pay the doctor, the prescriptions, anything you need. Medicaid is the most pervasive program you could possibly have to pay for long-term care. It pays for everything.
Okay, well, no, I see. I find that very, very interesting in terms of, I don't even know what the bureaucracy is like. I'll throw this out at you. It just shows my bias against bureaucracies. But when you had said it pays for a semi-private room, let's say, hypothetically, let's say you have to go into a nursing home. The only available room that nursing home has is a private room. No fault of yours.
Right.
Do you have any idea what would happen there?
I dare say if you did a telephone survey of Medicaid accepted long-term care facilities, you won't find any that will accept Medicaid. So typically speaking, what you want to do is conserve some funds and go into a home under private pay.
First.
Yes.
Okay, so now you're in the home under private pay.
Yes.
Then what happens?
Then what happens is you have to be careful. The folks in the business office kind of know what your assets are.
Okay.
So they know when you begin to spend down and when you begin to run out of money, when that checking account's going to hit zero, or be depleted. So what you have to do is be preemptive, seek legal, financial advice and counsel, and come up with a plan to conserve what money you have and to begin the application process for Medicaid. I will not inform the nursing home at that point. It's none of their business. But at that point, when you're on Medicaid, typically speaking, the nursing home can't kick you out. You're already a...
Okay, so if you already go in as a private pay patient, and then all of your planning kicks in so that you become eligible for Medicaid, the nursing home has to take you, has to keep you?
Typically speaking, the obligation is for them to do that.
Really?
They can't evict you once you're there and you're on Medicaid. They say they can, but typically they won't. I'm not aware of any cases where they've done that.
Wow.
Especially if they are a Medicaid facility. Now, if they have a sister organization or home in the area, they can maybe move them to that home. But typically you'll find that people that go in long-term care facilities don't move facilities.
No.
They stay in that one facility.
That's very interesting.
You know, and what is Medicare pays for a lot, but what does it not cover? What does it not pay?
You talking about Medicare or
Medicaid.
Medicaid does pay for a lot. What it does not cover is a private room. It doesn't pay for televisions and flowers and extras and
Furniture stuff?
furniture.
Okay. It doesn't pay.
So that's reasonable.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I think that's very reasonable. I mean, if you want a private nurse, then it makes sense that you have to pay for it. That's over and above what Medicaid
Well,
would
the
pay
family
for.
can pay for the
Exactly.
private nurse. That's
Yeah.
true.